Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. By the way, this is my first video, so if there's some mistake, just take it easy please. Okay, today we're gonna make the easy homemade bread. It's not loaf bread, it's not French baguette, it's just simple French bread. Okay, for that we're gonna need 3 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of dry yeast, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of oil. For oil, you can put any type of oil what you want. It can be olive oil, sunflower oil, canola oil. Like me now, I just put canola oil. It can be butter, it's up to you. 350 milliliters of lukewarm water, half a teaspoon of xantan gum. Xantan gum is just something, it's like you don't really need to if you don't want to, because I put it just for my elasticity. You don't need to, but if you want, you can put it. For the baking powder, it's something like that. Baking powder, very simple one. You can have is any type of container. You need a bread mold if you have those that. If you don't have to, you don't really need to use this. You can just make an oven spray, any type of oven spray, something like that, any type. You should have parchment paper. You should have bowl, spatula, and then some whip. And don't forget to ready your stove at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, now let's start. We're gonna put dry yeast, sugar, water. And then you make it. Now you're gonna add flour. Always shift your flour so you can avoid the crumbs in your dough. And put half quantity first. Don't put all the flour. Just gently mix it, and then add the rest. Now before you mix it well all, you add the rest of the ingredients: salt, baking powder, xantan gum, and oil. Now you mix all very well. And while you turn it, if you feel like water is a little bit more, you can add a 30 milliliter, 30 milliliter of flour. Now I'm gonna finish with my fingers. Most of the time, before, if you wanna keep doing with the fingers, just put a little bit flour on your fingers at the beginning, so you won't stick too much. We're gonna put our dough in another bowl to let it raise for about 1 hour. It's too sticky. When we have to do, when it's too sticky like that, we can add a little bit more flour. It can be now 1 tablespoon. Okay, now we put it like that. We cover it with plastic wrap, something like that. So when you finish it, you cover like that, and put it somewhere. Let it rest for about 45 to 1 hour for the first step. Okay, that is our dough. Already is. Now you're gonna put it on the plank. We're gonna use this plank. Put a little bit, flour on it. Then we remove our dough from the bowl and put it on the plank. Now we prepare our mold. So my secret is you take the parchment paper, you spray some water at the back, and then you put it back. Now we're gonna cut our dough apart. Then one by one, you don't need to, just flat it a little bit, just like that, and then fold it. That's the first one. Then you keep doing the same for all the rest of the dough. So this one now, we cover it and keep it at the side for, cover it with my towel. Very clear. You don't have to use that to something else, just for the bread. Now I should keep it somewhere and let it rest again 30 minutes at least. And by the time I get ready my eggs and milk, this is 1 egg yolk and 1 tablespoon of milk to spray on top the bread, so your bread will look like gold. Okay, this is our dough. See how it's raised for the second time. Now we're gonna use the blader, any blader you can have, anything that can cut a little bit the top. We're gonna use that to cut our bread a little bit like that, to design our bread like that. Okay, now we're gonna take this, I forgot the name anyway, just use that to spray our eggs, yolk and milk on top of our dough. Okay, that's it. Now we put our bread in the oven. And in the oven, as you see, I already put a little bowl with water in to make our bread feel a little bit crunchy. And then I put it to the second level of the rack. And Then I put the oven at 360 degrees Fahrenheit. So now we let it cook for 25 to 30 minutes. Let's see at the end to see how it looks like. Okay, that's how our bread look like. Oh my gosh. Right? Okay. Thank you for watching. See you next time.